it's probably not an exaggeration to say that your ability to ask for what you need and want in business and your ability to make promises and chase your word are critical components of whether or not you're going to be successful. So you'd be surprised how many people actually aren't making a lot of requests. They might say to an employee, I need you to. No question mark on the end of that statement. It's not a request. Or, I would love to do business with you. That's not a request. It would be, will you have that project done by Friday? Or, would you do business with me? Notice in both cases, someone has an opportunity to engage and to respond, and they can say yes or no. Obviously, if an employee says no to having it by Friday, then maybe it's a negotiation or you need to have a different conversation. But we're not asking. So why aren't we asking? In communication, the big mistake that a lot of us make is we try to control the outcome. But authentic communication, communication that really works, communication that builds relationships, is one where it's reciprocal, where people have choice and where people have power. You are not trying to manipulate or control the outcome. That's why you're asking. But it's also a way of inviting, receiving, and allowing people to support you. Now, on the other hand, it's really incredibly important to make promises. Not to be real slippery, I'll have that to you as soon as possible, but rather I'll have that to you Thursday by close of business. Or you can count on me not to do that again. How bold are you with the promises that you're making? Because you're doing a couple of things here. You're teaching people that you can be trusted. And you're also learning to use language as a way to grow and as a way to cause things to happen. You know, you speak it and you say, this is what you can count on me for, and then you do everything in your power to make sure that that actually happens. Now, where we get hung up is thinking we always have to keep our word. No, you need to keep giving your word. And if you can't keep a promise, you go back and say, hey, I said I'd have that to you by Thursday at close of business. Something's up. I'll have that to you by tomorrow morning, Friday. Language is so critically important for how we view ourselves, how we view others, and our ability to make our way in the world with some ease. Imagine making requests and making bold promises as giving and receiving. Imagine that it's all about keeping the flow of giving and receiving happening. My invitation to you is to practice one bold request a day and one bold promise. And remember, this isn't about you being right or wrong. This is about you creating an environment of giving and receiving.